1, 2. This poet speaks even when I'm not spoken to. My goal is hopefully to have broken through the barriers between what is true and what is make-believe, because the truth in the poems that I make may just make you see things more clearly. Constantly questioning, can you hear me? Knowing that my best politicians fear me. Politic, talk, ticks, do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Sometimes I gotta scream and shout to get my point across, because the only way to find the right way is to first realize we're lost. This poetry is painful, searching for the rainbow, yet I share my most private, quiet conversations and tell my stories with poetic exaggeration. I am a poet. What's up, you guys? You thought I was just here to talk to you? Now, we're gonna rock some poems. In Los Angeles, I started a venue called Dante's Poetry Lounge, now DPL, the Poetry Lounge, about 18 years ago. It's the largest open mic venue in the country, so I'm a spoken word artist, so we're gonna write some poems for you guys. Now, I write some short poems. I don't know if anyone follows me on Instagram, but who are any fans of Avatar in the house? Yeah! So, here's a few quick Zuko poems. A poem called Honor, for something lost or misplaced, etched into your consciousness like a scar upon your face. This honor that you chase isn't always what you thought. Matter of fact, the fact that you always had it is the very reason you set out to prove its existence from the start. Now, hold on a second. Who thought I should have ended up with guitar?
Yeah!
I'm a Zutaara head. I thought the same thing. Yeah! So I wrote this. The feeling of what could have been is so much stronger than what actually happened, because the memory of perfection lasts longer. And even though we didn't end up together, yo, Zutaara, it doesn't change the fact that you changed my life forever. Just having fun with the Avatar crowd. But we'll just rock some more poems. I just riled up the Avatar fans one time. This next quick set of poems is called, I don't know, it's like the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I always think about this as the history lesson of Dante Basco. And it goes like this. Thoughts swim around my mind, now ask yourself, who's this kid that stands before me? Hope he doesn't bore me, quick stick him in another category. Well, he really doesn't fit in any. Brown like a copper penny, yet with Asiatic eyes, I see to my surprise he's got a black nose. But on the real, I am a Filipino. And to break it down for the still I will, tell you I descend from an island where the natives run around nearly naked named Negritos. Translation, little black men. Black as their shadows in the glorious sun, but then came a Chinaman, or maybe it was Japan, who mixed in the Asiatic blood. Drip, drop, drip, rips my tribal. Here comes the Bible of a man from Spain, who left me with a Spanish name from the little conquered islands from where I came. Confused, I wonder, but I wound up here where I found joy, recognize I am a brown boy in America. A place where you are judged by the color of your skin, black, white, and here I am, standing on the land of another brown man. Now that's irony that I can see. Thoughts swim around my mind, you got to give me time on this. Thoughts swim around my mind, but my grandpop says just throw your line and fish. When I say I'm fishing, it means I'm searching for a deeper meaning, a stronger feeling, realize everything I'm seeing isn't what it's seeming. The world in which we live in, the religion that I was raised on now raises questions. Question everything they tell you. Don't buy everything they try to sell you. Promises of heaven, what's this life to live in hell? So for me, I'm here to tell you that the religion that they want me to believe in got me subconsciously accepted before I was saved by that Jesus Christ, I was a heathen. Me and the Mexicans, and Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans, and Koreans, and all the other Asians, and I can never do that. Because somewhere in the back of my mind, I have to hate myself forever, because I know I'll never look like their God, but God, I ain't mad at you, because God, I know the truth. I am you. Like you are me, like I am them, like they are us, like yo, this is who we are. See, some speak of the revolution and they say it won't be televised, and they're right, because the revolution's going on. It's the revolution of the mind, and this revolution, it's not a black or white thing or in between the rich and poor. It's those who are awake and those who are asleep, and this is a wake-up call. So wake up, y'all, before we fall. Wake up, y'all, wake up. Wake up, Uncle Sam, you are a relative of mine, but your wife is a hoe. You beat her and cheated though, and I fear you may murder her. And furthermore, you and I live in a time when no good guys ask me what I consider. Your friends look at people of color as shh. I say, F the police. Furthermore, F this country. Do you know how it feels to live young and hungry and angry? People looking at me like they want to hate me. Why do you make me want to elevate above you? You make me hate you when I should love you. Because when you break it down to the biology, you see that we're the same, and that's the God in me. The God in me. The God in me. Part of me. The God in us. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this last poem of just of hope and whatnot. But again, I love being here, celebrating with you guys. Proud of being Filipino American, seeing all the great talent on stage tonight, and just this wonderful campus. So here it is. I wanted to write a poem to save the world and call it love, because it's what the world needs now, when there's just too little love. But that seemed to be too complex for most. So intangible, so indefinable, so often unattainable. So I had to simplify and simply say, give. 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 Give a dollar, give a penny, give a dime, give a second of your time to simply give a smile. Give some good advice to a child. Give because you want to, not because you have to. Give because you can. Give because you're a man or a woman who is able to give. Sometimes when you give, it may hurt, you may bleed, but it is better to give than it is to receive. Give more than what you paid for. And when you think you've given all you can afford, try to give just a little bit more. Thank you, guys.